Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blanks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
Back, Southern Charm. This is season 12, episode 3. This was we thought it was going to be a Halloween party, Brian. It turned out to be our friend of's literary character party. And in true Southern Charm form, 90% of them came in the movie versions of those characters. I doubt a lot of those people read a lot of books. But obviously, we're ending the episode, Brian, and it's what everyone will be talking about outside of the ridiculous costumes. Shout out to Gandalf, made me laugh out loud. It's the Craig Austen fight. I thought Austen made a pretty funny and pretty lighthearted jab at Craig when when Sally said, "I don't like why do we get the shots?" And he said, "Oh, it's because you're always giving them to her in your hot tub." He proceeded to tell Austen he's jealous of him and hates being single, and then Craig storms off because Craig does storm off a lot. Brian, where do you land on this one?
Are they both like older than us?
Austin's 38. I think Craig may be our age, literally our age or a year younger or older. Yeah, he's 38.
Austin's 38 years old.
He said it in the episode tonight.
Both these dudes are just they're so lame. I mean, was it a comment? Yeah, but it's just just let it go, dude. Like when they drink, man, they're just like so petty. They're so petty, man. I don't get it.
It's because they haven't. There's a couple things at play there, Brian. There's the idea of, frankly, neither of them, or in a lot of them, but you were talking about this specific relationship. There has been a lot of jealousy, animosity. There has been a lot of hurt back and forth. There's been a lot of love, obviously, but neither of them, frankly, deal with it. They don't deal with it with one another. They don't deal with it in their therapy that they both go to, allegedly. They probably are given a lot of advice to, frankly, probably not have a friendship because it seems like they can't always be happy for one another, at least if what we're seeing on camera is true. And, but they won't because they all want to do their show. And so they'll force each other to go to little parties, and they'll hang out and go pick out cat stuff 6 hours earlier and then later hate each other's guts. Right. But they'll be back together next week.
Right, because we got to remember they have a restaurant together, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're in there actively, managing tables, but I mean, they have an investment in there for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like, I don't know, man. I would just think like if you're making a show, you get paid, like that kind of shit. Unless like they're doing it for engagement. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because like, who is that loose on a handle of like a comment like that?
Craig has a lot of hurt in his face, and always when he's drunk, he instantly is, like you said, he goes for the kill. It's very defensive. He has that like sourpuss look on his face. He walks off a lot. He doesn't even. Problem is, even if he was technically right in some of these arguments, the way he handles them is so horrible. It doesn't matter what you're saying. But Craig is one of those people that still doesn't understand how you say things and how you go about doing them matters way more than like being technically right verbally, and he'll never get past that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. They both just like take everything so personally. It's crazy. I don't know. They're like the main thing there. Like everybody there is just like looking at them, like laughing at them. Like, you guys look stupid.
Yeah, I think that like I said, I'm not usually an Austen side person, but the fact is, like, if Austen had dogged him really bad and it was definitely in front of everyone, that comment was not very loud. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things. There was no one went like, oh, or made any kind of reaction to it. So like you said, if Craig had taken one breath and just didn't even reply to it, never would have happened. But like you said, which was true, you do have Austen there chirping about him, and Craig can see him doing it. And so, again, you're just setting, unless it's all fake, they're just pushing each other's buttons just to do it.
It makes me wonder because, I don't know. I hate the way they both argue too.
No, well, it's because they're both immature. Neither of them are actually trying to win. That's the problem. Yeah. Right? These people always have arguments.
Last word too. Last
word. And like, this season, the only thing that I've mentioned so far that like rubbed me the way as far as like fake or like manipulating a story was the Madison stuff like last week going into this week with basically just encouraging Austen to break up with his girlfriend. And I'm like, I think that's a little bit overstepping. It's a little weird.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
just
super
find
weird.
the friendship itself is already a little weird. He's like become her little brother basically.
Yeah, it's so strange.
He like allows himself to get patted on the head by her, and like it's like I swear that dude's like waiting around for like the husband to leave,
Probably,
like
probably.
or like drop dead and then slide in. Like that's I swear to God that's like the vibe I get sometimes.
Yeah, probably because I can't remember the other girl that he was with that was on Survivor, who was also like really hot and like cool, a blonde. I can't remember her name, but like it's just, I think it was him or it was Shep. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. These guys like need to be like with a woman that like kind of pushes them around a little bit. You can't
Yeah,
be with somebody that's like nice and like oh yeah, let's just go together and have fun. Like I
they
don't see
want a
anything wrong
little
with his girlfriend.
they want a little meanness, and frankly they want a little mommying, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They want to be bossed around a little bit, but then they also frankly the flip side of that is like the narcissist of it, they want to be praised, right? They want to be able to be praised and
oh
like
yeah,
feel like a man. And
yeah,
and again, it's why you got people like Shep, especially, to always trying to talk about like family and this and the that. And
yeah,
when Shep's like thing ends here with this show, like he will definitely like just meld himself into like the old man culture. He'll be at like a boat club or something, and he'll just do what he's doing now. It just won't be like out at like bars. It'll be at like golf clubs and men's racket things.
yeah.
Like or he'll just end up on another goofy reality show. Like they could reboot the show, and they'll probably still let Shep be on it to be like their Thomas Ravenel of the group. Like they like Austin, Craig, Madison, they're all off, but like Shep's always there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could see that for sure. I could see him being the only. Look, they thought about Housewives, Brian. Like it sounds crazy, but like do these Housewives and some of these iterations, some of these chicks have been on for like 15 years, 16, right? So like they've gone through like 3, 4 sets of women, and they're still on. So it's not the craziest idea to think that they like pull a Vanderpump and like season 13 say is like the new crew. Shep could totally still be.
Yeah,
Remember, Thomas Ravenel was 50 when the show started. Shep's only 45.
but he also had a job.
No, he had just been fired from in scandal and acrimony from his job. That guy was the biggest silver spoon boy of the whole crew. Like maybe outside of Whitney, but at least Whitney and them aren't stupid with their money. They actually like build things with it and make
Yeah,
more money.
yeah.
Oh, baby put himself back to sleep. That's a good boy. He's even hugging the teddy bear. Um, I'm trying to think really honestly, like
I don't care. And nothing else. I don't care about the cat dad. I don't care about the looking at the pictures of the painting. Definitely don't care about anything going on with Vanita. Um,
it doesn't seem like anybody really even wants to like film with Vanita. That's like
Cause
that
she's
she only
boring. She's boring.
the only thing she got to film with was the friend of, and then that was it. And no one else interacted with her. I feel like they're basically, and that's a very common reality cast thing to do. Like if you want to be done with someone off a show, you just start icing them. And like they did it to JT, they're doing it to her now. So I think they just got to
Yeah,
be
because
careful
what's
with
her
it there.
face? Charlie had a ton of screen time today, and I feel like that was like more screen time than almost all of Vanita the last season.
Shep's like literally almost 20 years older than Charlie. He's like 18 years older than her. It's very, very funny. Um, yeah, look, overall, we had a to be continued. So we are going to pick up right with this fight continuing in the aftermath. So I do appreciate at least we'll just drop in with something going on, and we'll pick up from there. If you are a reality fan of a bunch of other genres, if you are into dating shows, Brian's been doing Love Island Australia. We just finished up doing Married at First Sight. If you're into trash, the Mormon Wives reunion is tomorrow night.
Oh,
So it's hosted by Stassi. Brian and I will review that. If you're a Bravo fan, mentioning Stassi, we did do the Vanderpump season 11. Was it 11? 12?
12.
12 premiere. We have been doing obviously here with Southern Charm, plenty of other stuff. So go and check out our playlist, and you follow us on TikTok and Instagram as well. You won't miss any of our content. But until next week, for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.